Want. Now I have already in the first video introduced to the term want. What do you mean by want? Your desire for something, your craving for something, you want to acquire something. So why do we need anything or why do we want? Because when we feel that the particular commodity will be helping us in giving utility, that means their use, the commodity's use will be provide us utility, that is the time we create a want. For example, if I want a scooty, why do I create a want for the good scooty? Because it will make my travel easier. So it is giving me some sense of satisfaction. The product will be of some kind of utility to me. So I create a want for getting that commodity. So we create want, and that want is unlimited in nature. Now if you see anyone, if you ask anyone, at a particular time he will be in need of various things, not one thing in particular. That means his wants are not limited to a particular thing. He needs 2, 3, 4 things at the same time. And want also keeps on changing. It is ever changing, because with the latest fashion and trends, you don't stick to a thing. Suppose I have a mobile. Now, will I use the mobile for a lifetime and never demand any other set? It will never happen, because every day, due to new changes in technology and innovation, new type of products with new features are upcoming. So I create a want or demand for acquiring the newer type of goods. So due to the ever changing fashion and style and technology, our wants also keep on changing, and it is unlimited. It grows with time. So when we create want, and you know the nature of the want is unlimited, for what do we create want? We create want to get some kind of goods or to avail some kind of services. So when I want a scooty, I am creating a want for a good, a particular commodity. And when I want to go for a movie, when I buy the movie tickets and watch the movie, do I come out with any type of commodity? The money that is lost for a movie is lost forever. So then also, why I invest the money for the movie? Because it gives me a 3 hours recreation service. So I create want for services also. When you go for a restaurant dinner, you are investing money. Do you come out of the restaurant with any kind of commodity in your hand? No. Whatever money you have given as bill, it's paid and you will never get it back. Now what you have got? You have got 1.5 hours recreation and good food. So the restaurant has given you a service that you wanted for. So we create want with specifically 2 types of things. That is, either we want a commodity, that means we are purchasing and we are getting hold over the commodity, or we create want for services, any service that will give us a feel of satisfaction, a sense of satisfaction. Now, in order to fulfill our wants, we need goods and services. Now, for getting those goods and services and fulfilling our want, we need money, because without money, we cannot be able to buy any kinds of goods or services, and in return, we cannot fulfill our want. So, we need money. So anything that we buy with the help of money and that helps us to fulfill our want is known as economic good. So with money, whatever we buy, it is known as economic good. And when we buy these goods and services, we actually fulfill our wants. So goods actually possess the want satisfying factor. and this one satisfying factor is also known as utility of a commodity. So what is utility? Utility is the want satisfying factor of a commodity. That means if I buy the commodity, how much capacity it has to satisfy me, how much utility I am getting from the commodity. So want satisfying factor of a commodity is known as utility. Suppose I am talking about scooty. Suppose I want to buy a scooty because I know driving. But similarly, any other girl may not be going for a scooty. Why? Because she cannot drive. So, buying a scooty will not help to ease down her travel because she don't know how to drive. So, the scooty, even if she purchases, has no capacity to satisfy her want. So, will she be purchasing with the money? Will she be using the money to purchase a scooty? No, because she cannot drive. So even if she purchases the scooty, she cannot make the most use of it, and she will not be able to satisfy her want. So we don't buy commodity that don't have the capability to satisfy our want. So the goods which don't have utility for us, we don't buy the commodity. Now, apart from economic goods, there is another type of good which is known as free good. Free goods are those which is highly in demand. We all want it. But since they are in abundance of supply, that means there is unlimited supply, they don't cost. We all know that rare products are more costlier. But those which are freely available in nature and everyone can use it whenever they feel like, and if I use it, you are not being deprived of it, so that good becomes free in nature. For example, I am talking about air and water. Now air we all require for breathing, and if I use air for breathing, is it making you worse off? Can't you use the same air for breathing? You can do it. So I am using the air without decreasing its supply to you or anybody's supply. Water, it is also abundant. So anything whose supply is unlimited or supply is abundant, it is present in plenty in nature, but they both are highly demanded commodities. We all want air to breathe and water for our daily activities. But these goods, due to its supply being abundant, they are free goods. That means we don't pay a price to buy the commodity, that is air and water. So anything that we buy without the use of money, anything that we use to satisfy our want without the use of money, they are known as free good. And anything that we use or buy to satisfy our want that requires payment of money are known as economic goods. Now, so you have understood that in order to satisfy our wants, we need goods and services, and for acquiring those goods and services, we need money. So these type of goods are known as economic goods. But there should be production also. What do you mean by production? Suppose I want scooty, I want car, I want television, but they have to be produced by somebody. It has to be made by somebody. You know that cars have to be manufactured, TVs have to be manufactured, scooties have to be manufactured. Manufactured means they have to be produced. They are not gift of nature. Okay, so for satisfying our want, we need the supply of goods and services in the economy, and before that the goods and services have to be available in the market. When they are available? When there is production taking place. Now Production means manufacturing. So how there are several raw materials which are converted to final goods, and these final goods are the things which we purchase to satisfy our wants. Now this conversion of raw materials to final goods is not a single step process. For production, we need factors of production. Factors means the things which helps in making the production possible. We also call it means of production. That means the things that helps us to deliver or manufacture the product. Now what are the things that are used to manufacture the product? So under factors of production, there broadly lies these four things: land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So any commodities that you see in the market, there are whole range of commodities, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, all things are available in the market now. But they were not gift of nature, they had to be first manufactured or produced. Now production was possible with the help of factors of production. What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. For example, I will stick to my example for TV. Suppose I want a TV, but the TV has to be manufactured. So all the raw materials has to be used for producing the final commodity. Now talking about land, there should be a proper unit or land where the factory has to be built engaged in the production of TV. So we need a land for building up the factory for the production of TV. Second, we need labor. Land cannot work on its own. Land is only providing you the space where you can operate. You need labor to work upon it, to convert the raw materials into final goods. There are so many steps in the production of a certain commodity. So laborers are also highly required. So laborers supply their effort in making up the commodity. Third is capital. Now capital can be of two types. Capital, it also means money. For the entire process of manufacture you need money also. Like for hiring this piece of land and building up the factory, you need money. Laborers will not work for free. When they are working in the manufacturing of TV, you have to pay them wages. So capital means you need the required money to start its production. And capital also refers to the capital goods. Capital goods means machinery. Now, in the manufacture of TV, everything is not involving manual labor. There are certain stuffs that involves the use of machineries, and a laborer's work is simplified with the use of machinery. So machines are also used for the manufacture. And lastly and most importantly, entrepreneur. Who is entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is the initiator, a person who starts up this entire business, who organizes the land, books it for making a factory, who purchases the labor against wages, hires them for the activity, and acquires the machinery from the market, so that all these three things can combine and make the production of TV possible. So you need one head who will be guiding the entire thing. If there is no entrepreneur, who will be hiring the land? Who will be engaging the laborers? Who will be engaging the machineries? there will be no production only. So that you need one person to stand up and whatever idea he has got about production, he makes it possible by hiring all the factors of production. So entrepreneur is also most important input for the production process. So what are the factors of production or means of production? What do you mean by factors of production? They are the most essential inputs required to start up the production. So they can be also referred as inputs required in the production process. What do you need? You need land, first of all, for using it for a certain purpose. You need to engage labor who will contribute their effort in converting the raw materials to final goods. You need capital, that is money, as well as machinery, which makes the labor's effort or labor's work more easy. And you need entrepreneur or the head who is starting up with the entire plan of production, who is the one who engages and coordinates the activity of all other factors of production. He engages all the three things and he coordinates. Coordinates means he knows that which labor should operate on which machinery and which land piece has to be used for the production of a certain thing. And you also need raw materials which are used for making the final product.